So let's talk about this: balancing business and investing for entrepreneurs who have started investing in stocks. Which should they prioritize more, growing their business or expanding their investment portfolio? And I have some interesting thoughts on this, but Ian, what's your
lead the way?
Well, it's one of these things. I watched High Level Conversations yesterday. Shout out to Keys, and he had Pimpin' Ken on.
Shout out to Ken and Goldie.
No, it was actually a great episode.
It was a great conversation.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even know that Pimpin' Ken. I didn't know like he changed everything. I wasn't sure. I wasn't familiar with that. But long story short,
yeah,
great conversation. Check it out. So they had a discussion on what was more important, principles or habits. And Goldie was arguing that habits was more important. 19 Keys and Pimpin' Ken was arguing. I don't even think his name is Pimpin' Ken anymore. It's Ken. I don't know what he calls himself.
Yeah,
Ken. They were arguing that principles was more important. And I was listening to it. I was actually, because I was driving and I'm listening to it, and they both made good arguments. But I think that they kind of go hand in hand. The principles and the habits go hand in hand, right? And when I was thinking about that, this question kind of it reminds me of that, where you need money to invest. So your source of income always has to be the number one underlying thing, right? But your financial habits goes hand in hand with your business discipline. So it's like if you're making money and you're spending money just as fast as you make it, whether it's in a business or whether it's in professional, like your goal in business should be to make money to invest. So they kind of go hand in hand in a sense, right? Because it's like your motivation it's a two-part process. The motivation is to create a business, to help people, to be innovative, to make the money. And then the second part of that is to actually invest the money. I think when people look at it differently, that's when it causes problems. When they look at it like, okay, I just want to invest, that's going to be an issue, because now you don't have any passion in your business and your business is not going to be successful because the only thing you want to do is just become a day trader. And then if you look at it like, I just want to make money, I don't care about investing, well, you lack discipline and you're going to blow money just as fast as you get it. And that's not a recipe for building wealth. So I think when you're a business owner, even before you start a business, it's important to have that mindset of this is a 1A, 1B conversation. You're going to get the money and then you're going to invest the money. It's like transferring it from your left hand to your right hand in a simultaneous manner almost. And I think that that's very important. Setting up retirement plans, having a monthly amount that you're putting into the stock market, saving money for your kids, being disciplined, like doing all those things as a business owner. If you don't have that, then it's going to negatively impact your business because you're not going to be disciplined enough to even carry out those routines. And I think that is going to not ultimately be beneficial for you as an investor, because you're going to be too sporadic with the money that you're actually investing. You're going to put some money in 1 month, then you're going to take 6 months off, then you're going to put money in. So it's a 1A, 1B conversation. I think one goes with the other the same way that principles goes with habits.
Okay, I'm with that. Yeah, I think I
have no pushback for it.
There's no. I don't think there's any pushback. I literally think that's been the blueprint for my life, really. Right? Like it's very well documented. Like was 9 to 3 in education, working every day, creating a business. As soon as we made money in business, that was never the goal. But as soon as we made money in business, it was like, all right, how do I invest this? How do I invest more? So the more you make, the more I'm creating how much I'm going to allocate to invest. And that that is the pattern. Like that obviously required discipline, but it was already in my mind before I had it. Like that's what I'm going to do with it, because I understand after working for 10 to 15 years, and like even during that, look, I'm not making enough to have substantial gains in the investment world that I want. So I got to figure out how to make more money so I can invest more, or I'm going to be stuck doing this. Granted, obviously this changed everything, and the plan was already in place. So now it's just about executing it and making sure that you're doing it at a level that's sustainable. So make money here, and investment money. That's been the plan. So I'm 100%. That is what you just gave is the blueprint. If you're an entrepreneur, go rewind that. That is the blueprint that you should be following.
Yep. For my entrepreneurs who are in love with their business, though, and you may not be in the right business, it's even more important that you put the money into the market. Because a lot of times you'll fall in love with the idea of, I want to be the new Dat Piff. Well, if the feds came and said that you can't make mixtapes, it's the wrong business to be in. I've always said, put the money into businesses that are run by entrepreneurs that are better than you. But you're right. You need a balance of both. You need to have passion in your business and what you do, but you also need to have a vehicle that provides you gains without you having to do anything. Like my investment into Red Panda blows out any long-term performance gains that I could get out of the market, but I still take a big chunk for Red Panda and put it into the market every month. So that capital is working for me and I don't have to expend physical energy to get a return on capital for that. So he's right. You have to do both. But if you're in the wrong business, it's even more important for you to invest into the market. I know some of you be like, well, when this takes off or when I get funding, some of you will message me and be like, hey, look at my deck. And I'm like, what's the profit margin? 11%. Man, put that shit in the Microsoft. You get a way higher return year over year, 28%, 30% return just by placing capital. But I think sometimes as entrepreneurs, you get so set on the idea of making millions from the idea when you can take the capital from the business, put it into another business and let it grow. NVIDIA just did it with OpenAI in the next round. Microsoft did. They invested into OpenAI. So don't take my word for it. The biggest companies on earth are putting capital into the businesses that they know are going to dominate the 2030s and getting some of the gains from it now.
You must make money while you sleep.
And only buy things that can be sold. Shout out to Benny the Butcher. That was a bar from him, but that's a fact.
Yep.
It's like, clothes. Like you see me, if I wear clothes, like that's a small percent of the money that I'm not spending a
lion's share.
On clothes. Like that, I like clothes, but it doesn't really mean I don't care about clothes like that. I don't care about sneakers. I don't care about clothes. It doesn't mean anything to me. I like to wear it to get fly, but what's more important is to put your money in the stocks, real estate, like things that, because when
businesses,
if it hits the fan, you're not gonna be able to sell a jacket. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like you're not going to be able to really get a lot of money from a jacket. Like,
got your name on it.
Like, you know what I mean? But you are going to be able to, you could liquidate stock. You could sell a home. You got to be smart. You just got to be smart. Yeah. Like, there's ups and downs.
Percentage in other businesses, like that's the whole game. Reinvest your time and capital back into the ventures that are working for you.
Yeah. And we're not saying take the riskiest investments. Like if you're starting ETFs, indexes, two tech, two index. We've been saying this for 5 years now, right? Yep. So it's not like, hey, I heard about this penny stock that if I put 20,000 in it, no. Be strategic, be intelligent, right?
Yep.
There's a plan that works. Just stick to it.
So don't go crazy buying cars. So when you first get money, don't go crazy buying cars, buying clothes. I mean, you have moderation. You got to have a car. You have a nice car. You got clothes. You're gonna have nice clothes. Jewelry, I'm never a fan of jewelry anyway, because I feel like the jewelry thing is tricky because you got to protect the jewelry. So it's like, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna go somewhere, I don't want to make myself a target. You can't get robbed with something that you don't have.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, just be careful with your life. Because it's like you trying to impress other people, but you could lose your life over something that's not even important in the grand scheme of things. So just be careful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be careful of how you're actually displaying your wealth and the things that you're buying, because everybody's not happy for you. And sometimes you make yourself a target by trying to live out your wealth. That's dangerous.
I think that goes back to that over index. Like, it's okay if you are into jewelry, there's no need to over index on it, right? Like you got 4 chains on, or you got the 48-inch Cuban with you can have nice things in moderation, right? And if you are, this is a valuable lesson. You should insure those things, right? Even if you got watches,
absolutely,
because you never know. Like, yeah, granted, nothing happens to you if somebody tries to take it from you, but there are sometimes you might lose it, right? Or you might be in a hotel and you forgot to put yourself in a safe and it gets stolen. Right?
It happened to me. I lost the bracelet.
So, and insured.
I insured it.
Listen, one of my little old cleaner ladies picked up my bracelet and act like, oh no,
we never saw it. Yeah, I don't know where it's at.
I don't know where it's at. The camera, the little Wiles camera said,
that's you right there. That's you right there in my drawer.
oh my God. Oh, don't low that on me and you took my bracelet, mama.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Be careful.
But remember that though, you can't get robbed for what you don't have. That is the easiest way.
Yeah,
not have to worry about anything. And you see these billionaires, you wouldn't even know that they're billionaires. They got a nice watch on, but you don't even know. You wouldn't even know if it's a nice watch if you're not educated on watches. They don't got. It's not like bust down diamonds. Like, why are you doing that? You just destroying a watch. Why are you doing that? You're destroying a watch and you're making yourself dangerous. By doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you
advertising yourself to the wolves? Because you don't know who the wolves are.
Exactly. Why are you doing that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't.
Those are the signs.
Don't drill holes in your watch, man. We talked about that a long time ago. But don't deface. It's an artwork. Don't deface your watch by putting tasteless diamonds in it. It's not even the clarity. Is not even good clarity.
But that becomes the thing. Like when you walk in some spaces, like you have those things. And, that's new money. They're new money. They're not even. They're new to this. I can tell. Like just of something very simple as a watch. Oh, that's new money. You could be in a suit and have that. That's new money.
Absolutely.
They're not ready for.
And how do you fight the temptation? Principles and habits. I'll be on Eliante page every day. Like, damn, this would kill for the gram. And when I go on my little dates, can't do it. I even did. What that cost?
That chandelier. Let me get the chandelier.
I'm cool.